Well, you might have noticed some extra police checkpoints over the weekend. That's because of a campaign to stop drinking and driving. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
I'm here now with the VIPD new traffic commander, Sergeant Platt, and they've come up with a new initiative a couple of days ago, and as you can see from the crime blotter, they're not making any jokes. People are being pulled over for DUIs and for drunk driving. It's a new campaign. Sergeant, welcome to the new position. Is this just locally, or is it both national and local?
This is both national and local campaign.
Okay. Well, what are we finding out here as you take over the new reins of traffic commander? Do we have a lot of problems in our territory, unfortunately, with drunk driving?
Yes, there's a national epidemic, and it's also hitting out islands here in Virgin Islands, St. Croix.
All right. Well, we're here in the Mongoose Station here, my old stomping grounds here at WJKC Communications, where you and the Public Relations Officer, Melody Rames, has officially kicked this campaign off with the media. And what the promotions that you did today, what are you trying to tell people? What's your message?
Our message is, if you're over the limit, you're under arrest. That's a national campaign. If you're drinking and driving and your blood alcohol concentration is over 0.08%, you will be arrested.
So what are we urging people to do as they go out and, you know, holiday time's coming up in a couple of months? What are we urging people to do?
You need to find a designated driver, or either don't drink and drive.
That's real important, is it, that designated driver?
Yes, it is.
And it seems like people, you know, when you get a group of people, it seems like people, young and old, are kind of adhering to that. And that is good news to have that designated driver out there. And that's a good thing for people to do.
Yes, it's been a good program. We ask you to do it as much as possible every weekend, not just during holidays, do it all the time.
And you also wanted to address the situation that you did today with the public service announcements about saturation and about checkpoints, sir.
Yes, we'll be conducting checkpoints on the weekends at various locations, and we'll be conducting saturation patrols, meaning that there will be unmarked vehicles plus marked vehicles out in force doing checkpoints and doing saturation patrols throughout the island and throughout this campaign, looking for drunk drivers.
Well, there you have it. I don't think they're playing around. Make sure that when you go out and party, no problem with that. Take that designated driver with you. Don't drink and drive. And if you do get inebriated, just give your friends the keys, lock it up, call a taxi, do the right thing, okay? Plus, no cell phones while you're driving. Click it or you're going to get a ticket. I know that by top of my head. Good luck. I know you got your job cut out for you, Sergeant Platt. And I also want to thank our Public Relations Officer, Melody Rames, here at my old stomping ground. Don't let me get too close to this. Good morning, Virgin Islands. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Have you ever wondered what exactly our young men and women do when they're overseas during wartime? News Channel 8's Lee Carl has the details.
We hope Miss Agatha Lensquat is viewing this. This is from the Army Hometown News Service, and they sent us this story on her son, who was at a very high-level base in the United States, Staff Sergeant McGarry Lensquat. Fighting the global war on terrorism is a task that continues around the clock. Airmen at the Beale Air Force Base in California help out with the aerial mission by surveying the land with two of the Air Force's high-altitude surveillance, intelligence, and reconnaissance aircraft, the U-2 and the remotely controlled Global Hawk unmanned aerial vehicle.
I'm an ejection assist technician on the U-2, and basically what that means is I work on the ejection seat and the ejection system and ensure that the integrity of the system is good in case the pilot has to eject from the aircraft.
The aircraft are vital tools in the war on terror. Both the U-2 and the Global Hawk can fly at altitudes of over 70,000 feet and easily photograph ground-level images, providing real-time intelligence to troops on the ground and in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Up until I started getting deployed, I really didn't understand what I was exactly doing, and until I started getting deployed, it felt great knowing that I was saving lives, and having a brother in the Army, knowing that what we do could save his life feels great. I love it.
As the only unit in the Air Force to provide high-altitude intelligence, airmen at Beale help the ground troops in Southwest Asia from half a world away. In St. Thomas, with the help of the Army Air Force Hometown News Service, congratulations to our airman, Staff Sergeant McGarry Lensquat. In St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.